I wouldn't make you do it. My toe is supposed to take care of that. That's what they're for.
Well, let me know if you get a bite. I'll help you out.
Okay, thank you. All right, I'll see ya. This feels very different. Very different. Here's one reason it's different. It's an eco mode. I could tell that right away. Yeah, screw eco mode. Whoa, this thing is weird. Okay, I want to push it, but I cannot. I know better. Dude, I've been through so many tires in my life. You gotta take it slow on new tires. They are slick, and I am not super geared up like I had ought to be on a day like this. I'm wearing my leathers on the pants, but not my leather jacket. Oh, I feel so weird. It's so... After I park here, I'm gonna let you look at these tires. Jeez, it feels so weird. It leans. I think that's what it is. I forgot what that feeling is like, but it's partly when you burn your rear tire down to like just flat, and then when you turn, as opposed to you get a new one, and then that radius on it is very nice. So when you turn, it just kind of falls slowly. I used to be more like whoop whoop because of the shape. Anyway, oh. Cold. It's below zero and I'm not quite bundled up right, but I'm not going far. I'm just picking this bike up. I think I left that in the video. Who knows? But I was ranting about how I'm gonna get my Super Duke there to the shop. I gotta get it there to get the battery looked at because the battery's shot, blah blah blah. I am so happy to have this bike back. What you didn't hear is that one thing I needed to get fixed isn't quite done because the part hasn't come in yet. The brake light on the back is not activated by the front lever. That doesn't work, so a party is coming from zero to replace it, and when that comes in, I'll just swing by and have that plugged in really quick. So in the meantime, I couldn't wait that long and take the bike now. Dude, these tires just feel so heavy. I can feel it. I also feel taller, which I guess I am if there's more tread. These tires are so beefy. I'm so happy. I can't wait to show you. I was gonna replace just the rear because the front was kind of fine, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna half-ass, half-tire this. I'm gonna go all the way and get new shoes. I'm not gonna just put a new shoe on my left foot. Oh, this thing feels so fun. What the hell happened here? Oh, I dropped it. I was like, why is there a big old scratch in my mirror? It's not really a scratch, it's just a scuff. Like, who did that? Oh, I did that when I dropped my bike. Whoops. Yeah, this whole mirror, oh, turning. I'll get used to that in a few hours. This whole mirror came off. This whole thing got rotated back when I laid it down. By the way, I don't know if you know this, you didn't watch last week. I laid it down. It wasn't like the whole video last week, but I stuck a clip in there of me laying it over. It slipped out from underneath me, and there were some cords showing on the rear, so I was like, okay, it's time to replace it. So that was a couple weeks ago now. Jeez, that feels weird. Don't push it too hard. This thing's gonna fly out from underneath me if I push it, because these tires are slick enough. Let me park over here and I'll show you how pretty it is. Yes, fresh tires. Where's the N-Trans? Here. Back up. Jeez, that feels weird. It feels so sticky and heavy, which I guess is what tires are supposed to feel like, but I'm riding on balds for so long. All right, take a look at these tires. Look at that. Minus like the mile I just put on them. Oh yeah. Now the front is different than the rear as far as tread patterns go, which is kind of interesting, but that's good. But then look at the rear. Holy balls. Yeah! I wonder how this is going to work. It's supposed to be, I think, a 50-50 tire, which is, I think, the right mix. It's mostly used on the street, but I want the ability to go off in the dirt or grass whenever I want. So I think this is right. This is wider than what was on it before. It's great. I'm so happy. I hope it works. A true test will come about eventually. Anyway, I'm going to go inside the building, and I'll come back out and record more. Much like last week when I was talking to internet, now I'm talking to phone people. So, all right, I'll be back. Oh, come on. I'm trying so hard to get my jacket to fit underneath my glove, because if not, it's going to be a freaking cooling air duct, which is great when it's hot and not when it's below zero, and I don't want my arm to freeze. I give up. That's going to be sucking in a bunch of cold air. Oh, it's going to suck. No, I kind of wish I had brought my actual riding jacket. Check this out. Christening of the tires. Jeez, that's stiff. Okay, anyway, they are busy up the ass, so I will receive no help or guidance from the wizards there. So where am I going? I'm going this way. Man, this feels so weird. I better get used to it without crashing. I love this bike so much. Yeah, I was telling the guys at the shop there, I said the day after I dropped it off here, I found myself watching FX videos on YouTube. I was like, I like that bike, I miss it, and I want it. So I really like this bike, dude. Dude, I thought the engine was making a different whining sound. I think what I was hearing is the tires. I don't usually ride without earplugs for two reasons. Who cares? They block noise. So that, like, if I'm on the Super Duke, it's required. If I don't wear ear protection on that bike after long enough, I'll get an earache because it's so loud. This bike, I have it because they also play music. I like listen to music when I ride. Anyway, I don't usually ride this without plugs, so I do know what it sounds like, but it does sound different. And there's no reason it should sound different except for the tires. That would change something on a bike this quiet, that is. Yep, that's the tires. That's a tire hum. I had a similar experience when I had the tires changed on my Jeep both times. It's like I can tell the difference in the noise. Nice and slow, wearing down my tires evenly without falling and crashing in my normal coat. Fat guy, little coat. There's a little tune I sing to myself. I wish I wasn't fat, but I am that. Okay, anyway, so the place was busy up the butt. But there's like a couple other locations that are not far. I was like, I'll check one of those. Called one, didn't answer the phone for a minute. I was like, okay, I guess they're busy. Called the other one, and they're like, we don't have anybody here. You can just show up. I'm like, nice. And that one's in the hood where I live, so I'm going back into town. It's not far, like I said. And I know how horrible. I'm going to have to ride my motorcycle that I love so much more in order to get to where I'm going. Oh. Yeah, I don't care. I just didn't think I was going to be out quite this long. That's why I didn't put on my actual coat. And I'm going to be a little cold. But if I'm only driving like a little bit and the sun's out and I'm sitting like this and there's not really any wind, I'll be fine. I know what I'm capable of. I know how to play this game. Oh, it's so rough, but I like it rough. No, it feels so weird. There's like actual tread on my tires and I can feel that. I'm used to just being flat. All right, I'm gonna do this now. I'm gonna stop commenting on how different my tires feel for the rest of this video. I'll just keep it in my head. Ironically, that little wind tunnel isn't so bad, but I have this one on my left, that wind tunnel on my arm, that one's really cold. The battery is really struggling, dude. Oh my gosh, the range is even worse. I think I'll have enough. Oh my gosh, in the time it took me to say that, I dropped 1%. This is so bad. Oh man, I think I'll have enough to get to where I'm going. Oh, it's 100%! It's going down so darn fast! I'm not gonna make it! No, I really should make it. But it's dying so fast. There's 100%! That's piss performance. That performance is pace. Oh, my back. Whoo, bad. Bad back, stay. My back is about to, what do you call it? Fall out of alignment? My back was, give out. My back was about to give out. I don't know if any of you guys have bad back. Some of you have got to. But I felt it. I was like, that was scary. It's kind of like when you pull a Jenga block out and the whole thing goes like this. And you're like, ah! It's very scary. That's what it feels like when my back's about to go out. Oh! Oh! That bump was so hard. Ooh, these tires are so beef. Oh, that's what I was talking about. I'm sorry. Beef. That's all I wanted to say. Yeah, I love this bike. You know what's weird? I got my Jeep back and working almost a month ago. And I haven't had this bike for 2 weeks, but I've had the Jeep. And even though I've missed the Jeep and I've been without it for so long, like at least a year out of my life, I've owned it and not been in possession of it. All that. And the very next day when I got this bike in the shop, I've missed it then and I have missed it a whole time. And I'm so happy to get it back. And even though it's below zero and I technically could be doing this on the Jeep, I'm like, no, I want to take this bike because I like it so much more. That's how I feel about it. Your mileage may vary. No, you may not like this bike that much. I'm not telling you to. I'm just saying that's how I feel about it. Let's go fast without falling over. That's as fast as I can go right now. If I knew the tires were good and it was warm, I'd be like, but no, nice and safe. Okay, so here's the place. I'm gonna go to the place first and see if an outlet presents itself. If not, I think there's one in front of the Price Chopper. This is my Price Chopper now. This is the one I go to. If you know what this one is, then you know. Is that an outlet? It sure freaking looks like one, but that's massage place. Maybe they probably hate electricity at massage places. Let's see. I don't see one over here in front of the, is that an outlet? I can't tell. There's these weird little water fixtures that look like outlets, but they're not. Anyway, if I don't get my ass kicked, I'm going to charge it here in front of the... Oh, no bicycle riding or rollerblading. But what about But what about
very old friends?
what about just a little bit of power? Oh, that guy, he looks like he'd hate me. But you know, I need some power. I'm not going to be here long. All right, this is Hood. This is what you do in the streets. All right, I'm going to go inside one more time and do this transition one more time. Well, that sucked. The outlet didn't work, which I realized after I parked. I was like, oh, this may not even work. It didn't work, so that sucked. But I went inside and it was less than helpful. It was a waste of time. I was told you have to call to do that. And I was like, oh, so I have to have this conversation over the phone? I didn't say this, but I was like, me doing the courtesy of coming here in person, I can't do this. I have to call on the phone to have this conversation? Okay, well, I just went to 2 T-Mobile stores for nothing then. Oh, yes. That bump felt good. You know, I was about to go home, and then I remembered I owe my friend a solid dump. He gave me a ride to go get this motorcycle to pick it up, and because of that, I owe him a drink. That's just how it works. He's like, can you give me something from Quick Trip? I want a mocha frappuccino from Starbucks. And I was like, whoa, I'm really confused. You just asked for a McDonald's drink from Quick Trip that they sell at Starbucks. What is it? And he goes, no, at Quick Trip, they have a Starbucks drink you can get. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, I'll get it for you, man. Show, shit. So I gotta do that really quick. Man, I love this bike. Did I say that yet? Zero should be paying me because I'm obnoxious about it. I really like this bike. But again, I still got to make a video explaining why. I have to tell you too, I do not advise you go out and buy this bike or buy a Zero. Financially, as it relates to other bikes, it's not the best thing you can purchase, but I sure do love it. So whatever, it's very what's the word, conflictory. So I want to make a video explaining all that. All right, this is my parking spot. I decided it, and I'll tell you what, no one else has ever parked here. Ooh, that was a really sloppy mount. Normally I don't come in at quite that angle because that big old van's right in my entry. I think it's over here. Hot bread. I love how he knew what that meant. Perhaps with the milk. No? Sorry, but you're not getting your drink today. I'll have to pick it up from somewhere else. Well, that sucks. Bunch of negative notes. But it's still a good day, so look at those tires. Heck yes! I can't wait to get somewhere dirty. Anyways, that is all. I do finally quit. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate all of you, and I will see you later. Bye.